Hello ladies and gentlemen, my name is Mengs, and I welcome you guys back to Let's Play Fire Emblem Order of the Crimson Nipple. I am back! It's my first time playing this hack in over 2 weeks, and I'm super hyped! Even though I'm back from Argentina, and even though Path of Radiance is back on the menu, that doesn't mean I'm gonna stop playing this hack, because I did say to you guys that I plan on finishing it, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So, oh my god, I got a couple things to say. So, I got in touch with the developer. He informed me that I was actually playing an outdated patch. He forgot to update his thread on Serenus Forests. So he sent me the new patch, he updated his thread, and I've also updated the link in this video, as well as all the previous ones with the new patch. Definitely go download it, because the one I'm using, I think it only goes up to chapter 18 or something. This one goes all the way to the end game. But he did inform me that it's a little bit shaky and unbalanced so far, and there's a couple of bugs that he'd like to remove. So he's currently working on another update patch, and as the moment he gives it to me, I'm going to update all of the links of the previous videos, so you guys can go get it as well. It's really simple. Once a new patch releases, you just go and apply it to a new Fire Emblem 7 ROM, and you can just load your old save state into it, and you can just continue where you left off. You don't need to start all over again. So yeah, turns out that this game wasn't as finished as I thought it was initially. There's still a bunch of things that haven't been completed yet. There's still a bunch of things that are in development. But with this patch, you can technically make it all the way to endgame. But by the time I get there, I trust that he will have released his new patch. And I don't know if supports are in yet or anything like that, but we'll see, I guess. But, you know, as long as the story is good, I'm gonna keep playing it, because there are two things I really enjoy about this hack. One is the story, even though it's very simple, it's very adorable and very easy to follow. And the second is just the map design. It's just so much fun to play. Every single map has been fun in some way or another. Very few tedious maps that have made me go like, oh, and most hacks, regardless of how good they are, usually have at least a couple of maps that make me go, oh, but this hack very strangely have not induced that sense in me yet. So yeah, let us continue with chapter 9, which is called Assault on Lispig, whatever the fuck that means. And yeah, let's just address the giant elephant in the room. His name is AlGImas, not AlGImas. Oh wow, I just spent like, I don't know, probably an hour going through the comments of all the previous parts just to see you guys' feedback. And for the most part, you really like this hack and really like this Let's Play, so I'm really happy to see that. But yeah, the number one comment I get is, Mangs, his name is AlGImas, not AlGImas. We'll see if I'll be able to call him that now, because it's so burnt into my brain. Apparently I also butcher, like, the name Bolslaw. Apparently that's not how you pronounce it, but it's me, guys. What do you expect at this point? Like, I mispronounce names, it's sort of what I do. Anyway, it's time for the diary session. So, 6th of Jokon. 3 days have passed since our march on Castle Lispig began. Our manpower has exponentially increased, reinforced threefold by Waylynn's company, and the combined power of Sir Rodolfo and Sir Borgriff. However, they seem wary of the captain's lack of social class and rough demeanor, especially Sir Rodolfo. A saying of my father, oh here we go, father of Tactician again, comes to mind. Strength in numbers without the strength of unity leads only to greater losses. On that note, the reunion between the captain and his brother, although on the outside cordial, seems somewhat strained. Perhaps it's just my speculation, but the captain does not seem to fully approve of his brother's decision to fight. Ra-pa-pa-pa! Hello, generic NPC captains. That might be relevant to the story one way or another later, I don't know. Utterly ridiculous. Do you truly expect me to continue to abide by this low-born farce of a knight? Surely you jest, Rodolfo. Have you not seen his valor in battle? Actions speak louder than words, you know. I would believe that only you hold onto those values, Sir Foskey. Isn't that the truth? Hold your tongue. Don't be so cold, my good man. I owe him my life, after all. Oh wait, that's not the Foskey voice. That's not the Foskey voice. I'm the Foskey. Indeed, I may not trust his origins, but his skill is nothing to scoff at. As you say, Borgriff. Vlad, any words on the fortress? You mentioned that you had a man searching for a way to open its gates. I have trusted hand looking into matters as we speak. She would have opened just as we marched towards the gate. Excellent, then let us to it. Ooh. It seems they saw us coming. They had better foresight than I thought. Oh no, it's the purple general. What's that? Oh my god, this is an Allen splice, I'm fairly certain. Yeah, this is Allen. You were right, Sir Warren. Our scouts have spotted the enemies just as you said. It's just as I expected. Father was always the one who'd check at places that boasted of invulnerability. It is here we hold them back, men. Oh, look, it's the money man. Ah, my lord, we finished evacuating. Very good. With this, we shall be able to fight without worry. Right, one more thing. Have you got any recent arrivals lately? 2 giant barbarians, maybe? Ah, yes, those 2. They're waiting at the gates of our village. Quite the peculiar pair. How do you figure? One of them's stoic enough, but the other one's a real oddball. Oh wow, 2 fighters, one calm and collected, and one, like, rascal. Wow, we've never seen this duo before. Looks and acts mostly like a savage brute for certain, but he spent most of his time doting on the village children. Oh boy, that's not good. He even surrounded himself in a small field of small woodland creatures. Is that so? In that case. Alright, so we got an odd one and a reckless one. It's time, man! Charge! Alright, so without checking the map, I did the battle preparations beforehand. So I've been thinking a lot about who to field and who not to field. But first, I thought I'd show you guys the growth rates of the characters. So I've been sent a document with growth rates, and from now on I will be reading out growth rates whenever I encounter new characters. So, it's going to be a bit of a hassle, but let's go through the growth rates of all the characters we have so far, because it's actually something that I'm sort of interested in checking out. So, AlGImas, not AlGImas, AlGImas. He's got pretty traditional lord growth rates. I mean, he's got good strength, skill, and speed, but he's got poor luck, defense, and resistance. So he's a bit of a reckless guy, actually, which sort of suits his personality, I guess. We got Sven over here. Sven is the traditional Wyvern rider, although he's pretty fast at 45% speed. He's got good strength, decent skill. His defense is actually not as high as you'd think. So I guess he's sort of more of like an offensive-oriented Wyvern rider. Usually they have really high defenses, but pretty low speed. They're sort of like armor knights on flying mounts, but not this guy. His luck is really trash though, as you can see, so any goddess icons I come across, I will probably give them to him. And his resistance sucks, as you might expect. Ernst is pretty much your traditional Myrmidon, although he's pretty strong at 45% strength. He's got really high skill and speed, as you might expect. His luck is also pretty solid, and he's somewhat tanky as well, with 30% defense. His hit points growth is very low, though, at 65%. This is the Tactician. Before I show the growth rates, I'm going to show off the female Tactician, because I forgot to edit her in the first episode. A lot of people make fun of that. Fun of me for that, like posting memes like, is this a female Tactician? Shit like that. Yeah, you guys had a lot of fun with that one. So I was gonna show off her face, and she looks like this, but I forgot to edit her in post-production because I had a lot of things to do before my Argentina trip. But she looks like this. She's really cute, actually. But yeah, anyway, so this is the Tactician. Whether or not you pick male or female doesn't actually change spaces or growth rates in any way, just changes the stat caps of the class. But the Tactician has very good magic skill, as you might expect. Actually, really high magic. I thought skill would be the highest. The Tactician is pretty slow, though, at 35% speed, and very frail at 15% defense, although he is a magical wall. So, yeah, he's pretty much the traditional shaman, when you look at it, really. Except that he has a lot of skill. Bolslaw, good old Bolslaw. He is actually a lot faster than I thought he would be at 40%. But he has very good strength and skill, as you might expect. His luck and defense is actually pretty good as well, and he's pretty fairly balanced in most areas. I thought he would be a lot less balanced, actually, but he's not. Good old Bolslaw right here. He is, of course, the best unit in the game. Beatrice, my waifu, she actually has really low magic growth. I thought you would have a lot more than 35%. She's actually started pretty similar to Louise, which is kind of interesting in a way. She has very good skill, very good speed, and also very good luck, but her defense is abysmal. She has some decent resistance growth going on, and her hit points growth is rather weak. Now, her low magic might seem like an issue, but honestly, her bases are so good it doesn't really matter. And she's fast enough to double almost every enemy she encounters, so it doesn't really end up being a problem at all. Waylynn, of course, is statted very similar to Hector. He's got a buttload of strength, he's got a lot of defense and a lot of hit points, but his speed, luck, and resistance are all abysmal. I guess you could say he's not very confident against mages and their ilk. But again, you can pretty much tell what most of these characters' growth rates are going to be by looking at them. Vlad actually has way higher growth rates than I thought he would have. He has a boatload of strength, really good skill. He's a little bit on the slow side, but he has 12 base speed, so it's not like he needs a good speed growth. His luck and resistance growths are very low, but he's also extremely tanky at 40%, so his defense will keep rising. And I'm definitely going to continue to feel Vlad because he's a really good unit. Elaine actually has really low growth rates. I didn't think this at first glance, but they're actually really low. I mean, 35% magic, 40% skill, 40% speed. She does have a lot of luck, but this doesn't really matter a whole lot. And as you might expect from a troubadour, she's squishy at hell. At 50% hit point growth and a 15% defense growth. Really shitty. Foskey is pretty much your traditional armor knight. He's got a lot of strength, he's got a lot of defense, his skill growth is alright, but his speed, luck, and resistance growths are all shit. He's got a boatload of hit points as well, and of course that A support with Beatrice is really nice. Halon is pretty much your traditional cleric. She reminds me a lot of Ellen from Fire Emblem 6. She has a lot of magic and speed, but her skill growth sucks. Her luck is decent, and the defense is practically non-existent. 40% hit point and 10% defense growth. She's gonna be frail. She's gonna rely a lot on avoidance post-promotion if you want her to do any fighting, I can imagine. Martel, again, he's like Gonzalez light. He's got a lot of strength, he's got a lot of speed, and his skill growth is pretty poor, but not super poor. I guess he's more similar to Dart in that regard. His luck is not poor either, actually, and his defense and resistance are low, but not to the point where he's like super frail. Then, we have Grrrrrr Wolf, also known as Deutsch Dorcas. Grrrrrr Wolf is, as you might expect, the slow and strong cavalier, kind of similar to Kent's. He has very low speed, and his resistance blows, but all of his other stats are relatively good. Negu, my Negu, as you might expect, is the fast cavalier. She's got lower strength, but she's got very high skill and very good speed. Her luck is also decent, and her defense and resistance are somewhat well balanced. Robert, the traditional thief, actually has really good growth rates. Like, Robert will be a really good fighting unit. I mean, 8 strength and 11 speed is pretty decent, and a 55% strength, 55% skill, and 65% speed growth ensures that he will grow really well. Now, I don't know what thieves promote to in this hack, if they promote to assassins or if they promote to rogues, but either way, Robert can actually be a pretty decent fighting unit if you take your time to level him. Curtis, who hit the bench pretty quickly, seems to be focusing a lot on defense. He has a 55% defense growth, which is ridiculously high for a soldier. And he's a little bit on the slow side though, 35% speed. So he seems to be more statted like an armor knight. He's like an armor knight in soldier form, which is okay, I guess. I mean, he's got one extra move, and he's not weak to armor slaying weapons, so I guess he's just a better armor knight then. Although armor knights can use bows in this game, soldiers cannot, so I guess they got that going for them. Aisaline, the first armor knight that you get, she is a little bit lighter than Foskey. She has, she's a little bit faster than him, she has more skill than him, and she's a little bit weaker than him, but her defense growths are also not as great. But she does have more resistance. So again, as you might expect, she's the female armor knight, so she's like a little bit of a lighter version, but she's not as bogged down in terms of speed and resistance. Chiara is pretty much your traditional mercenary. I don't really know what to say here. I mean, she's got balanced stats in all areas, really. She's like the typical Ogma archetype, really. Just very solid bases and balanced stats in all areas. Nilda, the second soldier that you get, she's a lot more of an offensive variant of the soldier, whereas Curtis focuses a lot on defense, she focuses on just pure offense. Her luck, defense, and resistance are all abysmal, but her strength, skill, and speed are all pretty decent. Although, I will say that 8 base strength and 40% growth is a little bit on the low side. She seems to focus mostly on skill and speed, which is alright, I suggest, but it's gonna make her struggle dealing damage, which is why I'm not really fielding her. And we got Celia. She is the second archer that you get, and as you might expect, she focuses on a buttload of skill. She's also pretty fast. She's much faster than Bolslaw, and she's actually not that different from Bolslaw in terms of strength. I actually just consider her a better unit, and if you look at her bases, someone compared her bases with Bolslaw, and it's clear that she is the superior archer. But at this rate, I am using Bolslaw simply because of memes. Yes, I am actually using Bolslaw over a blonde archer. Yes, I'm not even fucking joking here. I might field her if I got like a slot for her, because I really think she's pretty, but we'll see. I gotta use Bolslaw. And that is all of them. That is indeed all of them. So that was a very lengthy explanation of growth rates, so let us just fucking jump into it, shall we? Boss, looks like the opposition has set up some ballistas. We'll have to be careful then, won't we? Incoming flyer! What? They're headed straight at us! Negu, stand behind me! Oh, boss, it's fine. I know this. Oh, cool, we get a Pegasus Knight. Negu, I have you now. Wait, don't! Oh, did she just fucking swipe her up? Oh, Lonnie, I missed you too, but get off me! I take it you know each other? Alright, boss, this is Lonnie, Negu's bodyguard. Your bodyguard? Alright, long story short, my father's a merchant, and some of his not-so-nice associates thought Girlwolf and I made good bargaining chips.
So we up and left before they could do anything. And I have been entrusted to see her to safety. I see. Well, if going home is a bad idea, then I suppose Lonnie here would be good to join us? Back off. I'll join your band of mercenaries, but only to protect Negu. That's no problem with me. Here's some of your precious gold, thanks from her father. I guess she cares less about Grrrrrr Wolf then. Poor guy. Oh, that's great. So yeah, I didn't really go over what kind of units I'm bringing, but I decided to bench Martel and Halon. I'm gonna focus on Elaine as a healer because she's mounted and I just like her more. And I'm bringing Foskey and Beatrice because they're such a nice pair together. Even though Foskey is an armor knight, I think he actually has a lot of potential. And I brought Bolslaw and Ernst because Ernst is a really good unit. We'll see, I might bring some of the other units when I get more unit slots. But first, we have a unit to talk about. Lonnie. Wow, she's pretty. She reminds me of Cherry from Coring Quest. Look at her. Wow, I love her. Anyway, let's check out her growth rates, shall we? So, she has pretty traditional Pegasus Knight growth rates. 35% strength is pretty low, so you might expect. But her bases are really good. Look at that. 10 base strength and 14 base speed. I love this girl. She's great. Also noticing we have new player face music. I haven't even touched upon that yet. Really frail, 20% defense, but 40% rest seems pretty good. Con is on the low side, but hey, that's to be expected. When you're a cute Pegasus Knight, you're pretty small after all. She comes with a killer lance and a short spear. Negu's bodyguard and a sworn friend. Headstrong but well-meaning. Alright, cool. So yeah, look at this player face music though, or listen to it. It's really cool. I love it. Alright, so let's take a look at the map, shall we? The boss is called Warren. Wow, this guy is fucking decked out. Knight Commander of Lespik, steadfast and chivalrous. Whoa, this guy seems pretty tough. Seems like generals can wield axes, lances, and bows in this game. We got ballistas. We got, let's see, anything stealable? I didn't bring my thief because I didn't see any chests, but there's a droppable lance reaver. Aside from that, nothing stealable. This seems like a fun map. There's a village over here, and I definitely gotta go visit the shops at some point. But I think we got some fighters waiting for us here, so we probably want to get to that. Let's go. Let's just go visit. I take it you're with that Irwin fellow? Name's Odin, and this is Rorick. Now when do I get to crush some skulls? Rorick, calm down for a moment. We'll make good on our earnings, our keep. Oh, we'll make good earning on our keep, so just tell us what to do. Alright, so we got two fighters, guys. We got two fighters. Let's start with Rorick. He comes with a steel axe and a hammer. A giant Braxian mercenary, loves ale and small objects. He's got C and axes, and let's look up his growth rates. So he's got 50% strength, 80% hit points, 35% skill, 50% speed, 40% luck, 25% defense, and 15% res. Alright, those are some fairly good growth rates, actually. So this guy, is he like the reckless guy with a lot of speed? He's like the Wade. Wait, Wade has shit speed. He's like the Lot? I don't know, this makes no sense. He's the Bartra, but Bartra's got crap speed. Ah, why are fighter archetypes so confusing? Anyway, he seems like a good unit. He's level 12, so that's nice. And we got Odin, a Braxian mercenary and a skilled sailor. He comes with a halberd and a hand axe. So both of the fighters have effective weapons, which is really nice. He's got some really solid bases on him. 13 strength and 10 speed. These guys are really fast. I like it. His growth rates also seem pretty solid. His speed is kind of low, 35%. But his strength and skill are really good. Shit luck, decent defense, very low resistance. Although he has 3 base res, which is pretty nice. Alright, cool. Let's turn on their animations. I guess I'll use them and see what they're worth. Anyway, so much to do in this map, holy shit. So this shop sells javelins. I probably would like to buy some, let's buy some javelins. Let's buy, like, I don't think we have any javelins in stock. So let's just fucking get a lot of javelins, because I use a lot of fucking javelins. Let's get some steel axes, because we always use steel axes. Let's get a steel bow for Bolslaw. A couple of iron axes. We do use a lot of iron axes. There you go, perfect. And I guess we can send Sven up to deal with this village. This guy's got a steel axe. Oh shit, I shouldn't have equipped my hand axe. I guess that's fine though. Anyway, let's go and see what this shop sells. So this shop sells fire tomes. Let's buy a couple fire tomes. And let's also buy a flux tome for Mangs. A couple of vulneraries is probably a good idea. I got a blue gem prior to this chapter, so I actually got a lot of things to sell. A couple pure water is always nice to have. There we go. And I guess we can see what this shop sells. We got steel weapons. I prefer to go to the shop with someone with full inventory so I can just transport everything to the convoy. Let's see, Vlad maybe? Yeah, let's go and buy a steel sword, an iron sword, an iron lance, and let's buy a couple of steel lances. We're really stocking up on equipment here. And we can also go and get something on our Tactician. Yeah, let's definitely... We might get a light magic user soon, so let's buy a lightning tome. Let's buy a thunder tome as well. A men's staff and a heal staff. Wow, I'm just wasting away all my money. But you gotta stock up while you can. Alright, let's do this. Maybe I can deposit that lightning tome later, I suppose. Seems pretty straightforward. You're just supposed to go up here, deal with the ballistas. We can maybe have Bolslaw deal with them. That'd be pretty cool. Let us see. Oh, maybe the short bow got... Nope, it did not get fixed. That was a new patch, but the short bow still got 2 tree range, which is kind of dumb, but... I mean, look at this. It's like... It has the stats of a short bow, but the range is all off, which is really weird. I also got a secret book and a talisman. Not really sure what I'm going to do with them yet. They're kind of shit stat boosters, so I haven't really decided yet. I guess I'll find out at some point. I guess I can use the killer bow, see if we can get a crit for Bolslaw. No crit for Bolslaw, feels bad, man. But yeah, the secret book and talisman are both like pretty shitty stat boosters. I don't really know what to do with them. Like, I could just sell them, I guess. Wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Anyway. There you go. I actually like the fact that Armor Knights can use bows. It kind of makes them a little bit more viable, you know? Anyway, I gotta make sure that Bolslaw doesn't get... Oh, shit. Bolslaw's gonna get meleeed, isn't he? Yeah, Bolslaw's gonna get meleeed. Fuck. That's not good. Already failing here. Anyway, let's get another fire tome. Can we put Ernst? We can maybe rescue him with her. No, you can't rescue Bolslaw. He's too fat. He's too fat. I mean, it's fine. Bolslaw can take an Iron Blade to the face. He's a tanky archer. He'll be alright. Ay, 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 ay. Alright. Good job, Sven. Will he double? Yeah, that's what I love about Sven. He's so fucking fast. What's his speed growth again? I gotta check. Sven has a 40%, no wait, 45% speed growth. That's alright. This is actually fine. He's leaving these guys on low health. First, I can like come and clean them up with the Pegasus Knight maybe. Speaking of the Pegasus Knight, I should probably give her like an Iron Lance or something. Would probably be alright. Also, Ernst's gonna kill this guy. Look at that. Now, I am curious to see if supports have gotten added into the game. I haven't unlocked the support room yet in this room, so I can't go back and read old supports. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. Oh, boy. I did not see that guy. Man, good thing this hack does not run triple effective damage. That would have really hurt me. Okay, okay. But if supports do have been unlocked, then I would definitely go and read them. Anyway, what's happening here? Here's the mechanism. Better activate the signal. You, identify yourself. Oh, I'm just a traveler passing through. If you'll excuse me. Men, capture her. She went that way. Oh boy, that went south. Rats, looks like someone will have to break in to open the gate. So, people have been informing me that this is actually a splice of Erica, but it really reminds me of Dew. But yeah, here's Mila. Let's go and check her out. A spy serving ostrich, a bit of a prankster. We've used her before. Let's see if we can find her her growths. There she is. So, low strength as you might expect. Really good skill and speed. Decent luck. Very high res. 45% res growth and 10 res base. That's pretty good. I think she's far better than Robert. I mean, her combat is actually really good. She comes with a steel sword and she really knows how to use it. And she comes with an energy ring too, which is really nice. So let's turn her animations on. As you might have expected... Oh, her animations are already on. We already used her. I have, I benched Grrrrr and Negu. They're both Cavaliers and they support with each other, but their bases are just so atrocious at this point. I really don't know what to do with them. I know a lot of you guys might be sad about that, but I figured it's probably better to focus on the good units. We get a lot of new ones, so I really think that they didn't really make the mark for me, if that makes sense. And I also really want to use Waylynn because he's sort of the second lord. I don't think you get a game over if he dies, and he's not... You don't have to field him. I haven't really checked yet. Anyway, that's good. He's got speed, luck, and defense, and hit points. But he seems to be one of those units that are just too good not to field. He's got a fancy name in his class and everything, so you know he's important. Anyway, let's check out this guy. He's got a killer axe. That's not good. We gotta do something about that. Definitely don't want to be on the receiving end of that thing. Might as well break my fire tome while I'm at it. But I get a feeling I'm using Beatrice a bit too much. Because holy shit, she is probably one of my best units right now. Alright, fire broke, understandable. Have a good day. We do need to heal up Ernst, but we can do that next turn. I guess we can also use a vulnerary if we really want to, but I think it's probably better if I keep preserving them a little bit. Boleslow also needs a little bit of healing whenever he's able. I'm also guessing the fighters probably have a pretty quick support with each other, so I'm gonna see if I can unlock that. I could also, like, drop Vlad, or maybe Manx, on the other side with my, my Pegasus. That probably wouldn't be a terrible idea. Sven definitely needs some healing. I think he has a vulnerary on him. But yeah, look at fucking Mela. She's great. One-rounding fighters with steel swords. She's like Legolt. I love it. So yeah, I think what we will do then is we'll fly over here. Oh wait, there's a ballista over there. Ooh. Oh. That's not good. That's not good at all. I guess we'll just do this then. Equip an iron axe and do a vulnerary, I guess. Wait. Does this guy have a... Oh, he has a javelin. I guess I should just stay out of his range. But yeah, you know what? I'll just, I'll airlift Manx over there. Probably a good idea, right? Vlad can walk. He's fine. But yeah, I want to be a little bit wary of those guys. The ballista men. They're probably going to shoot down my Sven. Ballista men will shoot down Sven. That's funny. If I had an armor slayer for my thief, she could have wrecked that armor knight. Alright, we gotta get some healing on Svenny boy here. This is gonna hurt. Alright, get a good level up. Boy! Hit points, strength, skill, and resistance. Wow, he leveled res. Mage killer Sven confirmed? Alright, oh boy, here comes the ballistas. We gotta get Bolslaw. Oh boy, yeah, there we go. We gotta get Bolslaw closer to those things. Alright, so we want to drop off Mangs probably here? I guess we could drop him off in this forest and then fuck off. Actually not a big fan of that decision, now that I think about it, because Mangs doesn't have like a shit ton of avoidance or anything. Wow, look at this. She'll actually... it's not worth it though. It's not worth it. It's definitely not worth it. Yeah, that ballista kind of fucks me over. It fucks me over real good. I gotta go back and get some healing now. I don't want to waste my my last remaining vulnerary. Alright, so Ernst definitely needs some healing. I guess I could put Waylynn here. I'll just use men. I bought like a shit ton of men staves anyway, so it should be alright. But yeah, the closer I can get to that ballista, the quicker I can put Boleslow in and start shooting people down. Ooh. Considering she has pretty shitty growths, that's a really good level up. But I don't think I want to leave the safety of the forest just yet. Probably not a good idea. Hey, I can do this, I guess. No, I don't want to take damage from that guy. I'll take your vulnerary for now, my friend. I don't want the Bolslaw to suffer. Wow, Foskey's so slow. There we go. And putting the fighters next to each other to build that support, even though I'm probably not going to use both of them. Oh, please don't kill Mangs. Oh! Ow! Okay, that fucking hurt. I was kind of dumb. Okay, let's hope Mangs doesn't die. Please don't die, Mangs. Alright, time to level skill. Hit points, strength, skill, luck, and resistance. Well, luck's gonna give me a little bit of a void against the ballista, I suppose. And here's a killer axe for Sven, I guess? Oh wow, Lance Reaver, dick move, game. Dick move, although it does like no damage. Alright, please don't kill Mangs. Please don't kill Mangs. Please don't kill Mangs. Please don't kill Mangs. God, I hate fucking ballistas so much. Are you gonna kill me? There's one ballista. Second ballista. Okay, we're good. Oh, phew. You know what? I can actually attack that ballista from below if I get a unit over here. Also, wow, reinforcements. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, I'm gonna make a cut here and continue in the next part. Hope you guys are enjoying so far. I'm definitely enjoying playing this hack again, because I love this hack. Give this episode a like and a comment if you enjoyed it. As always, my name is Sven, and I shall see you guys next time. Bye-bye!